Chapter 2, the trap closes. The air in the office froze. Ian's smug expression faltered for a microsecond, a flicker of panic crossing his features before he forced a look of righteous indignation back onto his face. "Officer," Ian declared, stepping forward with an air of authority he absolutely did not possess. "This is Jack Lowe. He has confessed to embezzling $8 million from Madison Corporation. We have the digital trail, the witness testimony, and the suspect himself admitting to the crime." The lead officer, a stern-faced woman with sharp eyes and a badge identifying her as Detective Reyes, didn't even glance at Ian. Her gaze was locked on me. "Mr. Lowe," she said, her voice flat and professional. "We received a frantic call 2 hours ago regarding a fraudulent transfer of $8 million. The victim claimed to have been scammed by his wife and a coworker. You reported the crime." A ripple of confusion spread through the office. Whispers erupted like a wave. "Scammed? His wife?" I met Detective Reyes' gaze and gave a slow, deliberate nod. "That's correct, officer. I reported the crime the moment I realized what was happening. It seems the criminals moved faster than I anticipated and the money ended up here." I gestured broadly at the scene unfolding around me. Ian's jaw tightened. Mara, however, paled significantly. She hadn't expected this. She thought she was holding all the cards. She thought I was a desperate, grieving father who would crumble under pressure. She was wrong. This time I had laid the groundwork. "Scammed?" Ian sputtered, turning to Mara. "Mara, what is he talking about? Why would you scam him? You're his wife." Mara's eyes darted between me, Ian, and the police. She tried to maintain her composure, but the cracks were beginning to show. I don't know what he's talking about," she stammered, her voice losing its earlier certainty. "He's clearly confused. He's the one who stole the money, officer. Look at the evidence." She pointed a trembling finger at the documents on Richard Madison's desk. Detective Reyes finally acknowledged Ian, her interest piqued. "You are Ian Stafford." "That's correct," Ian said, puffing out his chest. "Senior financial analyst. I discovered the discrepancy and reported it immediately. My colleague here," he jabbed a thumb at me, "tried to frame me for the theft, but the evidence is irrefutable." "Is that so?" Detective Reyes pulled out a small notebook. "Let's start with the money. Mr. Lowe reported a transfer of $8 million. According to these internal audit logs presented by Mr. Stafford, that money was transferred from the company's primary account into an account registered under Mr. Lowe's name 10 minutes ago. Is that the account in question?" She looked at me. "Yes," I confirmed, "but that transfer was not initiated by me. It was a setup, a digital breadcrumb trail designed to look like I stole the money, when in reality the money was planted in my account to be discovered and used as evidence against me." "But you admitted to the crime," Ian shouted, his voice cracking. "You told us all. You said you didn't embezzle the funds, implying you did, and your wife confirmed it." "I said I didn't embezzle the funds," I corrected him coolly. "I never said I didn't receive the money. There's a significant difference. I received it because it was sent to me. The crime is that it was sent to me fraudulently, and the person who sent it is the real thief." I turned to Mara, whose face had gone sheet white. "Mara, darling, you remember when you took my bank card and told me to go to work? You said you'd handle the hospital bills. You told me not to worry." I let the words hang in the air, watching the horror dawn in her eyes. She realized I had recorded that conversation. Or rather, she realized I had known exactly what she was going to do and had prepared for it. "The hospital," she whispered, her voice barely audible. You knew." "I always know, Mara," I said softly, the hatred I felt burning cold in my chest. "I know how you operated. In my past life, I was a fool. I trusted the woman I loved. I believed her gentle voice and her loving lies. I handed her the keys to my destruction and walked blindly into the trap you and Ian set for me. You took my money, the money meant for Jadden's life-saving surgery, and you wired it to Ian's offshore account. When I was arrested, you stood there with your crocodile tears and let my son die. You let my parents die, and then you laughed about it on a beach in the Maldives while you spent the money you stole from me." The office was deathly silent. Every single one of my former